Again today on the Mk2 SUPRA, are we going to get the head on? That is the question. A few things I need to clean up. Clean up the block, clean up loads of stuff, and let's go, yeah? Let's go. Let's clean all this up here first. Taking bits off the engine, I'm going to get these cleaned up and get them as clean as possible. Get the block as clear as possible. I'll take this brace off of here as well. Get everything off, out of the way. Everything off and out of the way. Then we can have space to play. Get the starter motor off as well, I need to take that off. This is coming off, don't need that. I'm going to change the engine mounts, I've got new engine mounts. I have to see what they look like, but I think they just slip on. Yeah, we're looking good. I'll have to be careful not to get any greaser on the degreaser on the gearbox, which I've just painted. But yeah, we're going to spray with some degreaser, plug these holes up on here, get some degreaser in there, and let's go, baby, yeah. This throttle cable bracket off of here as well. Get that off. Well, there's another one, isn't there, for the auto kickdown, which is gone, I think, yeah. So, right, we'll get this off here as well. That needs to come off, and we need to paint that somehow. One line to take off there, or two lines. We'll get that off and clean this up and whatnot. It's mega dirty. Take that bracket off the bottom. We don't take that one off, actually, do we? No. Anyway, we'll take this and clean this. I'll paint this in the car, to be honest with you. I'll clean it in here. It's really dirty down the edges, as you can see. Get this cleaned up a little bit. Yeah. We get it cleaned up. Change engine mounts after we've decreased it and cleaned it. Let's go. Start plugging these up with tissue. Bolt holes are now closed up. We're just going to deal with the coolant jackets and all the oil ports. Let's go. Yeah. Alrighty, let's go. Good so far. All plugged up, just need to put some whatchamacallits in there, some paper in there, and we're good to go. Let's go. Start degreasing. I'm going to clean the deck, because otherwise we're going to degrease the block and then clean the deck and it'll all go back on the block again. So we're going to clean the deck. We'll start off with a Stanley blade as usual and go for some probably 120 grit lightly down to some 600, just nice and clean. Let's get it done, let's go. One thing worth noting, when you put the front cover back on, there was a little bit of, you can see it, still see it there, look, silicone, yeah? You just need to put a little dab of silicone in those areas there, or RTV in those areas, so it makes a nice seal to the block properly. There's no leaking of coolant or water in between the passages or from the front case into the block. I've wet the block a little bit with degreaser just to get it soaking in. Now, not the top though. I'm just going to go over the top of the blade and hopefully take off this old gasket. Look at that. You don't want to press hard because you don't want to dig into the head. You don't want to make any scratches on there or anything. You just want to get that old gasket off. Go over it lightly, see what we need to. Go over it lightly, then see what we need to remove afterwards. Okay. Look at that. Nice, basically almost blunt blade for this. Looking good. Looking good. See if anything falls down, it's going to fall on the paper, look. Take him off now, look, lovely, look at that, lovely. Let's keep going. I finished cleaning with a blade, let's just get a bit of brake cleaner on there, shall we? Let's just see how she comes up with a bit of brake cleaner. Get a wipe over a bit of tissue. Get a bit of tissue wipe over. See how it comes up. Go with the sandpaper now, clean it up a little bit, let's go. So I've started cleaning up this side so far, haven't done that side yet, as you can see, done up to about here. As you can see, just gone over the first pass, 120 grit, just very, very gently. It's cleaned up nicely, there's no lips on it or anything, just obviously the markings where the old gasket's been sat. This will come up a lot cleaner than this once I dump it anyway. And yeah, lovely, let's go. Looking good. Like, share, subscribe, guys. It's got to be the best. This has got to be the best channel, best car channel on YouTube, surely. Come on. Through the process, step by step, as usual. Let's go. Getting there, my fingers. You know what? The you can't put a nail on them, but 40 years ago, the factory decking, the block and whatever, you know, when they skimmed it, is, you know, not that great. Look, I mean, look at it, but you can't get a nail on there. Just the marks it's obviously left over the years. But yeah, we are getting there. Oh great, just fucking made it dirty. We are getting there. We are getting there. It's looking good. It's got literally from there to do. Get shiny cleaned up, so we're going to brake cleaner it and go over some finer grit. Let's go. Now I'm just going to go over some 600. I've been going over it already. See the shine that comes off it after going over it with this. Really nice. I'll show you. Have a look. It's a different dynamic to it. Smooth out any of them inconsistencies by the 120 grit. We're talking like thousandths or hundredths of a millimetre, which is get it all nice, and you can hear the sound. I would have done this bit. You can hear the sound difference, right? It's even starting to squeak. Look, we're done. Let's go to the other side, and then we'll take the bits out and clean it. Let's go. This rod is not doing anything. That's a hydraulic damper, so I'm just going to take that off. I'm taking the bracket off here. Really not doing anything at all. So the engine mount bolt back in. Away we go. Tighten that back down. Undo this from the bottom here. This thing. That thing is no longer doing anything, and I've got new engine mounts to go on. So, alright, I'm just cleaning up the front of the block because that's got to go on. The gasket's got to go on here, and the front plate's got to go on before the head goes on. So, cleaning up that. It's coming up nicely. Just degrease the block as well. I've got a bit more degrease on some of the tough bits. I'm going to work it in with a brush in a minute. The block can get painted. Alright, let's go. Let's go. It's all painted. Let's pull this off. Took ages to clean.
Wow.
Now we can start putting the head back on.
Wow.
This looks better. We'll walk around the side and have a look. Everything's nice and shiny and clean. Good stuff.
Black inside.
So I'm just going to take out these plugs I've just put in there, and then go one final clean over the engine. Then we can put the head gasket on, head on. Let's go. Torque the head down. Let's pull these out carefully. I've left just enough to get them out.
Oh wow, they look nice.
Yeah.
What did you put in there?
Tissue.
Oh wow.
I might have to get tweezers on.
Do you want to take that?
I might have to get tweezers on some of them. You don't want all the crap falling in there. I'm going to take the sump off anyway and clean it.
To get your tongs.
I'm going to get tweezers in there and get this out. See all the dust and dirt that comes out of it.
Right, let me get your tweezers.
That's alright, I'll get it, I'll get it. Put them out fast and away from the block, and all the dirt comes out sideways. Fuck. Someone's get above this. Cleaned up degrease. I'm going to pop the head gasket on and rest the head on. Then I'm going to put the front cover on because it is starting to rain. It's really annoying. Just clean the bottom of the head, ready for install. Come and get it in a second. Going to put the head gasket on. Clean the top of the block. Let's go. HKS genuine 1.6mm head gasket. Let's stick her on, shall we? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Very exciting. Goes that way. Just want to make sure obviously everything lines up, which it does, which is good. There's one there, which is, I mean, these holes are in the middle of nowhere. That's fine. There's nothing that goes there on this block. Obviously, this is a 7M. This is a 5M. I do need to knock these down onto the dowels. I'll do that like I did last time. Yeah, and then we can get the head on. Then we can get the head on. So So let's knock that down, give it a little wipe, make sure there's no dust on there. Let's go. Gasket's on, it's on the dowels, everything's clean. I do need to, yeah, put some Hylamar on that, don't I? When I thought I'd do that. In fact, let me just, oh, that's on there now, I'm not going to take it off. Just need to get some Hylamar on the bit here when I put it on. But that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. Let's go, let's get the head on. I think that's now on the dowels, I think. What a pain. What, you can see the block number now. What a pain, what a pain. The new seals installed in the front timing cover, which is a pain to start raining. What a pain on the backside, God. That's one there. I'm going to put Hylamar on both sides of these. That's another one there. That one obviously goes like that. Fucking hell, they've crushed the gasket, what bastards. Oh well, that'll be right. Hylamar. Okay. Weird. No. Weird, I've chopped it off there, bastards. Put loads of Hylamar in that corner. No, one more for that. Water pump one here. Seal. Where's that water pump one? Oh, there. And there, look. One there. Lovely. One bit, I'm just Hylamaring the crap out of everything, both sides, nice thin layer. Need to get that side on now, let's go. That is all adequately Hylamarred up, let's stick it in place, but I do need to do the top before we forget. Let's do that now. So, yeah, I lost some bolts. So I'm trying to find some new bolts in my boxes of bolts. Because the sealant's on, so I need to get it on. Sealant's on along top there, everything's on. Just literally need to get it on. So that one's tightened. Just need to get a few of these on. Get one in the bottom there, get one in there. That one might not be the right size. Not sure yet, haven't decided. Yeah, that's too long. I have to take it out and get a slightly shorter one. But I've got two buttoned up so far, nicely, and the two on the back of the water pump buttoned up. So we're getting there. I'm going to paint these cam gears as well and make them nice. Get it to clamp up nicely. I'm actually going to have to fit the water pump, so let's get that fitted. And that will clamp this up, that bolt there, which will be nice, and these ones through the casing as well, onto the block. Missing one there, put one in there, find one for that. And then one on the bottom there, and that should be nice and tight, and then I can get the head on, tighten down. Let's go. New lovely Daco water pump to replace the original one. Let's get it on. Hylamar it up and get it on. Let's go. Up that surface, even though it's new, I like to scuff them up. It gets rid of any contaminants on there and it gives it something to adhere to. Gasket's on, obviously. I'm just going to Hylamar up this side, stick it on, boom boom, let's go. Water pump is going on. Let's line them up. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I can tighten up that one and they'll go through, and these ones go through to block as well. Let's go. I'll put the studs in there afterwards once it's on there. I'll just Hylamar the ones that go through to the block, three on the bottom. Now I'm going to copper grease these ones that go in. Just dab a copper grease on them. Could have got new bolts for this, but hey ho. That's that one there. Just go in nicely. Do this one. Same. Spread it round. Come on. Nicely. There we go. Rest in that one. Go. Two more. Interesting. See, that's that one there then maybe. Maybe I pulled one out already, too much. Probably that top one there, I think. That top one needs going, that one over there. That one goes in underneath here if you can see it. Well, I think this one here that I put in there, I think this one belongs down there. Yeah, that's better. I've mixed them up when I've That's much better, because I mixed them up when I pulled them out. And that one there is on the bottom. So I've already got one in there, have I? What? I missed one. I didn't believe I have. Oh, top one, what am I doing? Silly me. No, so it must be this one then, sure. No, I'm not too sure. Yeah, that's that one, that's this one. That must be right now. Yep, just nip them up, get it done. Let's go. Just want to nip them. Get on there. See the hide mark squeezing out. Just nip them. Nip this one as well. Okay, nip the bigger ones in a minute. Oh, come on. It's just a bit, like I say, I'll keep saying it probably every video. It's a bit difficult to do one end. One on the bottom here I missed out. One down there. Snip up my fingers and then get up. Really tight, and let's get that. Right, just check it goes round nice and free, which it does. Beautiful. There we go. Alright, lovely, lovely. Now, well, now what we're going to do. Got one to get on there, but that's irrelevant for now. The gear for that needs to go on. The oil pump gear, which we can get on. Give it a little clean and put it on. It does need a little clean. I'll wipe it down. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. So it's looking good. So I can put some thread lock on the studs here and put them in. I'm quite happy with how this has come out so far. I don't think I've got any other timing cover ones just down there I need to put in. Yeah, it's looking good. Do you know what, actually, I just remembered I had these bolts bug up. Before it rains even more, I better just get this done. Head bolt kit, ARP, up to 90 foot-pounds, which is quite a lot, 3 equal steps. So I need to get them in quickly. I'll prop this back up. The rain stopped a little bit, but pretty crap. Let's go. I like to get the ARP lube and put it on both sides of the washer as well. It just helps it torque up. You don't get any sticking points. So lube it up well. Then we're going to put it on the bolt and put some lube on the bottom of the bolt. Let's go. One bolt nicely lubed up. Let's go. Let's drop it in. One goes in there. Should line up. Good in. Oh. Why is it not reaching the head? That's not right. There's some long and some short. So there's a head bolt kit. Head should be sat down on there, which it is. Well, this is very interesting. Very good. Here's an original 5M head stud. Here's a 7M. What am I supposed to do now? Ideally needs torquing down a little bit, man. That's not good. Oh, so I'll just put a couple of these in quickly just to clamp it down a little bit. I don't know. Oi, oi, oi. What to do? The bolts are wrong length, so I've had to order the head studs, which is another 200 and something quid. So what I've done, because there's silicone on this front edge, I've just nipped in some of the old ones, cleaned up the threads and nipped them up with some ARP lube. And done a couple at the back just so it's located and it's clamped down. So that is now good to go. I'm going to take a little break and then come back to it, paint some more bits up and get it going. Let's go. That'll look pretty good when that's painted, and obviously you can see the dots on there. That'll look pretty good when it's painted and all done up. So yeah, when it's all bolted on there flush yet, is it? But it'll look good when it is. Look pretty damn good. So I think we will leave that there for today, guys. I'm pretty hungry. I'm going to pack up. Time to go in. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Thank you. Things to paint off quickly. cleaned up and ready to paint. Let's go. Looking good. I'm liking that cover. It's looking really nice. There we go, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and looking forward to seeing this all on the engine, man. It's going to look absolutely fantastic. Look at that. Looking mint. Lovely, 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 lovely. Just a quick one. I've got an M4, it's raining outside, I've got an M14 by 1.5 tap, and I'm just going to tap a thread on the top of this gear stick. Alright, that's what we're going to do. So yeah, let's get that done. Let's go. Popped it out of the car to bring it down on the vise because I didn't want to bend anything. It's getting pretty stiff. So we're just going to, got a hex one here so we can use it with a spanner. See, get a nice bit of torque on there. Going to go half turn and then, sorry, full turn and half turn back or quarter turn back. Let's get a nice quarter of a turn back. Get a nice thread on there. Clean it up. Just keep doing that until we've got a nice thread on the stick. Back off turn, quarter turn. Okay, let's keep going. Keep going until it's done. Let's go. Let's keep going. Let's have a look. Back quarter of a turn. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, that's a nice thread cut on there. Let's take this off. See the nice thread that's been cut on there. Let's have a look. Let's get it off. Et voila! Et voila! Look at that. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now we should be able to thread a gear knob on there. Whoop. Get this baby back on the car. Beautiful. Lovely, nice short shift on there. Let's get the knob on. Let's go. Beautiful thread. Lovely. Try and screw on the gear knob, which is going to go on the car. Might need to start the thread off on this because it's not exactly the right size, so it'll be tight. Let's go. Started off with a tap. So now we're going to, I just started it off, now we're going to put it in the car and thread it on properly. Thread looks alright on that. Let's see what we'll screw on. Should do. It's correct thread now. Get it on nice and straight. There we go. Started off lovely. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nice and tight, isn't it? Let's tighten on a little bit more. Two hands. Good. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Reverse. Goes nice. Screw on a bit more, but take it off for now. Don't want to get scratched up. Let's go. Looking good. Looking good. No, fucking hell, the thread's left on there. Look. I ain't gone all the way through either. It's alright, we'll leave that on there for now. It's fine. Fine being on there. Leave it on. Good stuff. I'll fix that, thank God. It's all fixed. I had to make a new insert. Thread locked it in, so it ain't going anywhere. Good stuff. I'm not going to thread it on now. I'll leave that thread lock to set up and then I'll put it on later on. But yeah, looking nice. It's alright. Nice new gear knob. Fancy, fancy. In fact, I'll just rest it in place for now, so it looks fancy enough. Get a good photo for it, eh? Oh, very fancy. Straight in the centre as well. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic. Good stuff, guys. Like, share, subscribe. See you in the next one. Thank you. Just a bit of a difference before and after. Thank you, darling. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful.
Flowers are saying well done now.
Get rid of this ugliness. Yeah. Boom. Beautiful day. Another Supra day. Let's do some work on this baby. Today we are going to drop the subframe, drop the sump, and we are going to drop subframe, drop the sump, and drill a hole in the sump for a barb for oil drain from the turbo. And what else are we going to do? We're going to do that and blah 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 blah. No, I forgot them. Oh yeah, steering rack bushes, that's the one. It's sexy, isn't she? Very sexy. Let's go. Right, so just I pushed the prop all the way in and marked where 1 point sits on the chassis, which, as you can see, if I grab my phone here, I marked it just there. You can see it. I marked it there on the chassis. Yeah. Marked it there. Now the same point here is where that is on there, so I'm going to measure from there to there, and that should be the length to extend it. From there to that point there, that should be the length to extend it. As you can see, bolt holes line up. Let me put the torch on, give me a second. So that mark there on the chassis is where it lines up to. And as you can see, bolt holes line up nicely there. Bolt holes line up nicely there. That's where they should be. So, and that moves backwards and forwards, that moves up backwards and forwards, nice. So what I need to do is measure up from the top of there to there, and that should give me the measurement to extend the prop. And I'll take like 5mm off, 10mm off, just to give it a bit of movement in and out on the slip yoke here, on the yoke, on the spline. So yeah, that first mark was the prop pushed all the way in. So I'll maybe take 10mm off, 8-10mm off, and that'll be perfect. We'll do that at 8mm or so. So I'll measure that now, just get it measured. So I've started at down here at the 10 centimeters, and that goes to 21, so that's 11 centimeters. So if I go maybe like 10.2 or something, that will give me 8mm play. So I want 10.2 centimeters. Go 8.5, but that's with them holes lined up there nicely, and that one lined up, and the joint there, the universal joint, is butted up on all sides. Okay, so yeah, 10.5 centimeters. I'll do just a quick check from here to here, and that should be 10.5 as well. Let's just do that quick. And that 10.5 will basically give me enough in it. I'll try and focus on that, not the tape. Give me a second. Go, look. Okay, from there to there, 10.5 will basically give me enough in it, so that I've got about 10mm roughly of free play. Not the ideal way of doing it, but that's how it works. So yeah, let's go. 10.5mm free play. So yeah, if I pop that back in, the distance from one of there to there should be 10.5. So if I mark it on there, let's go. Right, so looking at this, if I go, pulling the tape out quickly, if I go from the back of this mount here to, so back of that mount to the back of that, that's 14.5, pretty much, yeah, 14.4, 14.5, pretty much bang on. Right, so if I push that all the way in, the difference should be 10.2 or so. Let's go. I've got 14.5 till about 3.5 now. It's pushed all the way in, which is 11mm. So yeah, if I go 10.2, that's going to give me 0.8mm of free play. So I've just double checked it. I'm happy to do that. So if I go 10.2 centimeter extension, that'll be enough. It gives me 0.8mm play. It's 11. You don't want it too tight. You want it to be able to slip a little bit backwards and forwards. I could go 10.5 in all honesty, but then we've got 0.5 mil of play, which not that much. Look, 0.5 mil is pretty much next to nothing. I'll do 8 mil, perfect. Let's go. The prop to get done another time. They said they're going to have it at least a week before I can get onto it, at least 7 days before I get onto it. So now what I'm going to do is work out. Well, I need to do the things over there, the steering rack bushes, because there's kaput on that side. And I'm going to hold the engine in place without my engine crane here. Well, I'll take the sump off. The sump does need taking off ideally, because it's got so much crap inside. I don't want to clean it out properly. I've got to change engine mounts too. So I need to drop the front subframe. If I drop the front subframe, the engine's going to want to drop down. That is a tough one. It's a very, very tough one. Unless I've got something to... I ain't got anything to tie off here, have I? I've got a thing over there at the back. Hook at the back with nothing on the front. What I can hook it onto on the front to keep it upright, I don't know. Got ratchet straps, but what can I hook it onto? That's the question. Wood might work. I'll just ratchet strap around the engine mounts, and then yeah, it might work. Get some ratchet straps and ratchet strap around that. Take the weight up. I can actually then get the engine mounts off and drop the lower drop the subframe. That'll work, wouldn't it? Let's do that. Let's go and get some ratchet straps. Let's go. Strap on. I don't think that's going anywhere. It's solid tight on that. Let's do the other one. So just wrap this around here a minute, just to start it from going anywhere. Alright, let's do the other side. Let's go. Okay, it's a nice big bit of wood, so that should take the weight of that. We hope. Nah, it should take it. It's pretty thick. Look, pretty thick. What's that, like a 6x2? Better the other way, but that's fine. So now we can start, start lowering the subframe, I think. That'd be the best course of action first. Or should we get the bolts on the steering rack first? I'm not sure. Tuck that out of the way. Get this thing out of the way here. Tuck it over there. So there, go on. Put 2 bolts there. Should be able to replace that. Let's get that one done first. Let's go. We also need to jack up the car and get the stands off the front subframe. So probably going to jack it up off of these points here and move the jacks further forward. Don't think these ones I've got will reach up that high. Yeah, no. So move further back on the chassis, which I'd rather not, but could do. I think it'll make too much of a difference, to be fair. I could do that. Might actually do that, to be fair. Let's do that instead. Let's go. These ones take 6 tonne each, actually. You can just wind up as you want, and as you can see, it's already made a gap there. Okay, so do the same on the other side. Good stuff. Well, solid piece, so now I'm just going to start winding it up. Which way is it? Winding up that way. I'm going to start winding it up until the weight comes off the front. Could have just got a jack out, but what's the point? This will wind up. Take the weight off there. Oh yeah, it's already loose. Look, I'll wind up a little bit more. This one done. Wind up a little bit more. These axle stands are free. Move them out of the way, where they can't get into any trouble anywhere. All right. Do the same on the other side. Oh, let's go. 17mm on steering rack bolts. Let's get them undone. Let's go. Underneath, I think. This one loose. Let's get the other one if we can get it from here. Get them on the other side too. One at the top, and there should be one. There's one through there, look. One there for the steering rack here. Let's try and get that one first. I'm done. I'm done. Probably wind that one out with a band now. One bolt out. Probably take this one out too. 2 bolts out. We'll get this one on top here. If it's possible to get it. Don't know if it is. Bit of an awkward angle. Just angled. Might to push one of the lines out the way. I think I could go off this one here, couldn't I? Drain. Might go drain off of that one, I think. Should be okay, I think. Or just drill a new one whilst I've got the sump off here. Or the other side at the back there might be even better, towards the back of the sump. Ideally you want it here though. I'm going to put it towards the back of the sump maybe. These two bolts are off, so that should come off now if we give it a little pry. Yeah, that come off. Oh my god, look at that. That was definitely nicked good. Yeah. The rubber's look right, but needed changing for sure. There you go. There we are. See which way it goes. It goes on that way, doesn't it? I think. That was it, wasn't it? Yeah, that's it. It goes on that way. Goes on that way. Take that off and clean it. Yeah. Just try and get the other side off. Now the 4 bolts are out. I just need to. The steering rack comes off. Look, there you go. Slide that out there somehow. Don't know how yet. Ooh, should come off. Past the rubber, maybe. It's like the lines are awfully close to. I'll bend them up a bit, but I don't think I can. Not from here anyway. I'm going to prime a little bit. I'm going to bend the line slightly out of the way by about 5-10 mil, and that can now. Oh, still tight, but yep, that can come out. There we go. God, they need to clean, didn't they? Jesus. So yeah, can place the rack bushes now after I clean them all up, obviously. Should we drop the subframe first, maybe? Don't know. We should do that first or not? Get the engine mounts out as well. Don't we need to get? What do we do? Let's see. Ooh la la! It's one bush out. Let's get the other side out. Yucky. Rack should lift up a bit now. Yeah, it does, yeah, there we go. Let's pull this one out. Slightly better than the other side, still shit. There we go, some Super Pro bushes to go on. That side is obviously what that side's supposed to look like. And this next side is obviously that side there. Jesus. Look at that. I'm assuming that's the square side. There we go, let's get them on, shall we? It's terrible, isn't it? Absolutely terrible. Let's go. I might put some little Alvania grease in here or something just to lube up before I slip them on. Let's go. Tin's probably older than this car, but yeah, put a very, very, very light smearing on that. Let's pop one in place, shall we? Let's go. Bush popped on, let's pop the other side on, let's go. Put a little grease on that and pop that on too. Number 2 popped in and orientated correctly. Let's go. They're all cleaned up, ready for paint. They were covered in gunk. Let's just paint them a bit and away we go. Okay, they're ready to go on. Let them dry. So now let's undo the engine mount, shall we? So we've got some 17s in here by the looks of it. Well, it's 14, that might be a 17 in that one there. So we have to do 14s first. Let's get 14s on it, let's go. The head studs have just turned up. Let's open up this packet and have a look, shall we? Rip it open. Oh yeah, there we go. 7M GTE head studs. Head stud kit. 203 4202. Perfect. Let's get it opened and talk down later. Not right now though. Our steering pump disconnected and I'm just going to drain it all out and clean it all up. Yucky thing. Alright, let's get these undone. And the mount's coming undone. Not got much room here to swing it about, but I can get my span off now. Bit of pain, isn't it? Okay, that's one off. And one washer off. I'll put that on this support beam that I've made here. Boom. Up there. Now, if I take these off, it should lower the subframe down to get them off. Once I lower the subframe down, I'll get the other one off on the other side. Should make it easier. Yeah, these need to come out with it's loose, but I need a 14mm spanner on the back. These are both out. Fantastic. Let's do the other side. Pulled out one of my beard hairs underneath the hammer. I mean, look how beautiful she is. Look how beautiful that. Look how beautiful that is. It's a lovely hair, that. I'm in love with myself here, but that is just, look at it. It's just amazing. Your body grows that. Alright, thank you, hair. Got more. There you go. Stay with the car. Mount bolts are out. They're there, the other ones, look. Got a full set of 6. So now this block of wood here is holding the whole weight of the engine. So that's good. So we're going to undo the subframe mount, drop it down and get the sump off and clean it up. Let's go. So first things first, let's drain the oil out as much as we can. Get that out and see if we can catch her up in there. I might need 2 hands for this, guys, give me a second. Very, very manky, that. Yuck. Very manky. I might need to, oh, Jesus. Maybe stop soon. Oh, that's what I didn't want to do. Let's put the plug in there in a second. Looks like it's going to fill up. Oh, might be alright, might be alright. Yeah, we're alright. We don't need to drain it completely anyway, just drain it so we can take it off cleanly. Let's go. Right, and that's back in. Just nipped up my fingers. That is manky. Oh. There's a nut there. Might be an exhaust nut, that. Put it back on top of the car. Yeah. So they look like 19s. Let's get them off. Need to take the clip off there as well. Disconnect. Oh, that's quite loose. Look, done it with my finger. Well, I'd say loose. It's not really that loose. Done it with my finger. Look. All right, let's go. Let's get it off. Pulled it off with my fingers. All right. I might take these off first, actually, to be fair. Undo them all. Make it loose to drop it down. Let's do that first, good idea. Doing all the sump bolts. Got a few more to do on that side and some over here to do. Over here to do, these 2 here to do. Get them off. I've got many left, but a couple of these ones are quite tricky to get to. Get them out, let's go. I'll just pop the clamps back in place, so I just need to get the bolt through now. Just get it in there gently and that's it. We're almost ready to go. Got 1 more or 2 more bolts on this side for the sump and another one on the other side. It's an absolute pain to get out where they are. We're getting there slowly. Mostly are out, as you can see, little holes through there for the sump. So out of all the pain in the backside jobs I've had to do on this car, I think the steering rack bushes have been up there with the most pain in, ow you bugger, with the most pain, flipping out I did. Oh, cut my little finger, that's fine. Oh, the most pain in the arse job to do. Just going to nip this one up. So with these, obviously the bush is open one end, you want to squeeze it the side away from the bush first, so it basically closes the gap on the other side of the bush, otherwise you'll be stretching the bush and it should just seat. I've checked it seated already, which it has, and the same I've done for this side here. See, the same I've done for that side too. Just get this one nipped up here, and then we'll nip up the other side. There should be no gap in it. So yeah, guys, give this video a like, give it a share, give it a subscribe, share it with your friends. We're going to hopefully see this baby start up, not today, but soon. Very, very soon. In my face. Beautiful. Let's go. All the subframe bolts are loose. The subframe's dropped down a little bit now, as you can see. Just need to get it down so I can take out the engine mounts, put the new ones in, and then take the sump off obviously. Need to get that one over there still, and I think there's one on this side still. There's one here still too. Let's get them. Bolts to get out here. Now I've taken subframe bolts fully off on this side now. Subframe nuts. Okay, so I just need enough to pull out this engine mount, and I should be able to get to them two sump bolts there. Pull it down and see if we can get it out. Right, there we go. Now I've got nice new ones to go in. Although they look alright to be fair. They don't look too bad, do they? Well, I've got new ones to go in, so they look to be pretty good shape. Well, put new ones on. Get to them nuts now, sump. Bolts on the sump rather. There's the last sump bolt to come out. Let's go. Get a little tug, we should get a little pry bar in there and give it a little twist and it should just pop off. There we go. Look at that, it's fell off. Still not enough to bring it out though, I think. Need to drop the subframe down, I think. Subframe needs to drop down a bit more, I think. I think it's going to slide, unfortunately. I need to drop it down on the other side too. Never mind, let's drop it down that side and let's go. Prying that side down a little bit, managed to get it off at an angle. So now the sump is off. Time to clean it. I'm glad I did. I mean, look at it, it's just bloody filthy. That is so old, that has turned like goopy, look. I wonder how dirty it's going to be in there. Ooh, some sludge. I should drill a hole for a thing or not. And that is quite big. It's not really a drain, is it? I wonder if I should just get a double banjo on there. Maybe I should. I might do that actually. Just get a double banjo on there. 0.1 for the one for the whatchamacallit oil drain for the turbo. Could have another one in there maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. Addition of all this, I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, the rods are hefty. Looks good. Strainer's nice and clean. We are going to clean everything before we put it back together. But yeah, the strainer's nice and clean. So yeah, we'll clean everything off. I might have to, first things first, clean this up around here. I'm glad I put loads of bloody RTV on it. See the oil pump there. Driven off that. Alrighty, let's clean all this up. Get all this silicone off here, this old stuff. Got a new gasket to go on here anyway. Clean it all up. Brake cleaner, get my new one on. Alright, let's go. Clean the sump first and paint it before I do this. Good stuff. Drain all the crap out of this. Oh yeah, gunky. Crap out and we'll wash it out. Let's go. Not looking too bad now for an old sump, is it? Quite clean down here. Try and get all the grit out. I do want to remove these this plate here to get underneath because I have to weld it back up. But I've sprayed loads of brake cleaner underneath here, and it seems to be coming out clean now. I mean, I don't think if I put my finger under there, there's not really much dirt coming out from under there. So I've sprayed it brake cleaner in all angles. It seems to be alright. So we're going to clean up the edge here, clean up the bottom of it, and yeah, go from there I think. I'll knock this off and see what size thread that is. Let's go. Now the inside's cleaned up and the edge is all cleaned, the mating surface. It's time to clean up the back side, the side which you see. I've just washed it down with some brake cleaner, so I'm going to yeah, wash it around with some brake cleaner. I'm just going to scuff it up and paint it. Let's go. Over the turbo drain, and if you actually look at it, I'll show you a second. I have angled it very slightly in so it drains going in. Now I'm just going to paint it a little bit. Let's go. My Barb hasn't turned up yet, so I'm just going to I've bought another one off Amazon, so I'm just going to braise a barb on there tomorrow. It's going to have to stay off the car for tonight. Stay off the car for tonight and wait for the barb to come tomorrow. Which unfortunately means I don't think I can put the engine. No, I can't put the engine mounts on. I can't do anything. I wanted to get the that'll move about. If I try to put the head studs on, that'll move about. So can't do that either. I could drop the head studs in and maybe just nip them. I can't even get to the middle ones, can I? There's no point. Leave it another day, it'll be fine. I'm just going to clean up the bottom, ready to put the gasket on then. That's what I'm going to do, clean up the bottom, ready to put the gasket on. That's all I can do for now. That's all I can do. Bottom mating surface is cleaned up quite nicely. It's quite nice, I've got 222222 on the bottom here. I quite like the number. Obviously a very good number. Just got to clean the back bit of it. I haven't cleaned the back bit yet, as you can see. It's clean up to there. We'll clean that bit. Let's clean that bit now. That's all cleaned up now. Absolutely spick span, sparkling, lovely. Cleaned up the top of that as well. Top of the oil pump. Shouldn't have any more crap on it. So yeah, it's all very nice and clean and ready to go. Just need to get that fitting on the sump. All right, good stuff. Here are the new engine mounts, and I've got 2 of them, which is good. Here's another one. Just open it up so I can get it open. Give me a second. Another one there. Get them on quick, and that'll be the last job we do today. Let's go. Engine mounts are just rested in place. Still left them loose so that we can line the bolts up when we put the subframe back up. That's as much as we can do, I think. That's as much as we can do. Right, that's angled, going up slightly so it runs in. Barb's tightened down. Oil drain, 14mm. Just going to braise it around there so it don't come off. It's very, very tight, but I don't want it to leak or anything like that, so just going to braise it. Let's go. Looking good. That's nicely cooled down now. Lovely. Just going to tuck. Pretty good that. So if you look at it straight on, it does drain in, slightly angled. Look, there you go. Be a good turbo drain. Good stuff. On the Supra today, we could have swapped out the engine and the Sora into the Supra. That's a silly idea. Yeah, it's another day on the Supra today, and guess what we're gonna do today is what are we doing? I forgot what we're doing. Oh yeah, we need to put the sump back on, get the engine mount back on, and what else? Sump on, engine mount back on, head bolts in, or head studs in, ARP head studs in, and start putting stuff back on the engine. Alright, let's go, baby. It's looking sexy, I know. Let's go. Checking that goes up, which it does. Barb doesn't interfere with anything, which is good. I've just cleaned that side up so I can paint that. Yeah, it goes up nicely. So we'll take the sump back off, get the gasket on, and put it up. Let's take it off now. You just pry the subframe a little bit there to get it to go down. Let's go. Gasket here, flip it over, and yeah, it's pretty much dry now. Maybe put a little light coat on there. Put a brand new gasket on. Let's go. Hylamar on there. Let's go. A nice smidge of Hylamar all over it. Let's put the gasket on. Let's go. Completely gasketed up. We just need to line up the holes as we put it in. So I might need a little screwdriver for that, sort of poke them, because it wants to shrink to its shape and not to the oil pan shape. So let's get that done. Get a little screwdriver in there and do that too. The bolts are now fingered in. Got them all in there. As you can see, they both clean them up because I don't need really. Alright, they're all in. Now I just need to nip them all up. 12mm, just nip them up gently, let them set for a bit and then nip them up again. Just nip them up. And nip them. Oh. get them all done. Go around them all, nip them all up, let's go. So that sump gasket is all tightened down, all squeezed down lovely, as you can see by the squishiness of where it's been bolted. So what I'm going to do is, see that oil cooler line? I feel like that is now too close to that, and it still needs to be pointing down, right? Once it bolts in, that's, you know, to get the hose on. I'm just not happy about it touching there, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a 45. I'm going to measure this, get a 45 on this size banjo, and yeah, we'll just, so 45 will sort of slightly angle away, then we can put that on like up here or something like that. I'm just going to miss it. That makes sense. We'll still get the turbo oil drain on there as well. So we'll do that. I'm going to measure this up and get a sump plug the same size, correct size. Yeah. So we'll measure that up, and yeah, we're going to start put the engine mounts on and start putting it back together, I think. Let's go. Banjo is basically 14, we get a 14mm 45 banjo. Look what's just turned up, we'll have to see if she fits later. That's good, isn't it? Brand new. Should we see? Let's have a look. Bigger than the old one, but it's marvellous it actually goes on, so hopefully, all going well, hopefully that should be the end of that. Good stuff. We'll leave that on there for now, it's quite easy to get off, just leave it loose. Mil for a 10mm hose, so it's probably M14 by 1.5. Let's check it. And I'm measuring the threads. I've got 10 threads there within 15mm, so that's 14 by 1.5. So I know what I need to get now. In fact, well, I don't actually need that bolt there. I could just get a banjo that's bent, which would be fine. Eat that if I can give it a slight bend, just enough to clear it. Let's see. Might have done it just enough. Sort of stretched it a little bit, which is unfortunate, but yeah, I might have done it just enough, which is fine. Should be good. Right then, so I've just pushed up the subframe with my legs, and I managed to just nip them on with my fingers. So just enough so that we've still got some movement in the engine mounts, so I can line the bolts up and get the bolts in. I'll see on this side as well. So now we're going to get bolts in from the top. Let's go. Right. A little wiggle and it's in. Both bolts are in both sides. So now we just get the nuts on the bottom. I've copper greased them up already, so they'll just go on nicely now. We can just get them in and they'll drop the engine back down. Well, get the subframe up, drop the engine back down, and then we can tighten them up. Tighten them up. There we go. Some nuts on loosely. So yeah, it's going good. Okay, do the other side. So one's in that side. I haven't put the nuts on yet. Got one on this side. There goes it, that lovely. It's perfect. Let's get the nuts on. Let's go. Try and hold that and thread that in one hand. Oh, come on. No, not there, it's there. There we go. There we go, let's thread that in. Done. Let's get the one on this side. Let's go. A bit more tricky to get this one. There we go, it's on. It's on, it's on, it's on. Good stuff. Lovely jubbly. Awesome. Right, so let's finish bolting up the rear subframe. Do it up nice and tight, and then we can release these off and we can tighten up the engine mounts. Let's go. Banjo on there, and yeah, that's perfect. I've bent it just enough, just right. Got the right angle. I could even point up through here if I wanted to. Let me show you. Perfect. Very happy with that. So we can get that buttoned up. With this custom setup, I do think that I need to take the gearbox back off because that has not got enough play in it, not enough room in it. So what I'm probably going to do here is, got one here, probably going to bend this up. That's what I'm probably going to do. Let's see. Make this slightly bigger. So I'm going to heat it up, and then we'll make it bigger. Let's go. That now has got a bit of room in there. Look, now the big one will go in. That is super hot. Try and bend this as well. Let's go. There you go. You can see much bigger. Lovely jubbly. Let's go. I think that might have actually done it. Maybe. It does look more bent. Hopefully that'll work. So yeah, we'll have to get the gearbox back off, get it over here, and try that. But for now, I think we'll get the head all on properly. Looks good. Looks good. Put it on the floor maybe. Bit scuffed up, but there you go. So, put it on the floor. That'll do. Let it cool off. Our subframe's bolted off, and we're going to release off the straps, and it should sit where it needs to sit. There you go. Yeah, perfect. Look, it's sat on. Oh dear. I think I've broken my strap. Well, let's get the other side off. Should just pull. There we go. Let's get the other side off. We'll take the beam off then. So the wood is off. The engine is back where it needs to be. And tighten up the engine mount. Let's go. Mounts are all tightened up both sides. 17s and the 214 bolts. They're all good. All good. All good. All good. Let's get the head bolts tightened up, shall we? And then wash my hands so I don't get my wash my hands so I don't get my nice, lovely torque wrench dirty. Yeah, we'll get that done, and the distributor needs to go in as well. We'll do that. We'll do that in a bit. Let's get head bolts on first. I think it's a good idea. I've got my ARP studs, so we'll grease them up. Let's go. Let's compare the length though first, shall we? Let's compare the length. That's more like it. So with the nut on there, that will actually be perfect, same length. I don't know why. I really don't know why the other ones are like that. So the bolts were so short, but yeah, these are perfect. These will do. Let's go. The ARP lubed up, so time to drop them in the holes. Let's go. That one in there. We'll put the wash on afterwards. One in there. Need to time me that. Okay. Come like that. Let's get some. Let's grease up the washers now and put the washers on. Then I'll start nipping them up and take out the old ones. Let's go. Grease my fingers and just work it round like that. Just so, yeah. So the sharp edge down, sort of rounded edge up. Then we're just gonna take them and just poke them over the top like that, finger on top, and they should just slide down. That's the plan anyway. If it goes. Come on. Try and get it on there flat enough so it goes down, not at an angle. There we are. Oh, there we are. Should be in there now. That's it. There we go. Let's do them all like that. Okay, and let's just wind them in quickly. Just don't want to wind them in too much. Just want to. Oh dear, it's a bit stiffer. Let's see what that one's like. Interesting. All in, but I've marked up the cam towels a little bit, which is annoying. Now I just need to grease the nuts off and get the nuts on. Let's go. Going on, and I've got the stud just seated flush with the top of the nut, which is good in all cases. So I'm having to back the stud out just a couple of turns, pretty much, which is minimal. So yeah, just gonna get all the rest in now. I've still got loads to do. Just get them in slowly and lubing up the middle of the nuts, and let's go. Those are all in and at the level they need to be. The stud is flush with the top of the head of the nut. We're gonna start our torque sequence. Let's go. Okay, you need to wash your hands because the hands are pretty bad and dirty right now. Let's go and wash them. Let's wash them up. Lovely. Prior to torquing them down, I've just done the sequence on here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright. I think it's 3 or 4 equal steps up to 90 foot-pounds, I think. What does it say on here? It says see, what does it say? 3 equal steps. Well, I'm going to do, yeah, 30, 60, 90 then. Let's do that. Or I could do 15, 30, no, too much. Alright, let's do that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So 30, 60, 90. I'm going to nip them up first and then go. Right then guys, so now I'm going to get my engine building torque wrench, digital one out. Alright. So we're going to put the batteries in it. And Duracell, there we are, 1, 2, 3, 4. Already just nipped it up. And we're going to go to 30 foot-pounds first. Exciting times. I always take the batteries out just to go dead on you. Let that happen whilst you're trying to torque your head up. It's not good. So we always take the batteries out. Right. On. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's right here, look. It's right here. There we go. Now that's going to be better. Right, so 30. 29, 30, 3, 30, 30, 30, 30. We're going to go nice and smooth, you don't want to go too harsh and heavy on these. Number 7 now. 30. 8. 30. 9. 30. 10. 30. 11. 30. 12. 30, 13, 30, and 14. 30. Right, now we're going to 60. Second set. Ready? Let's go. 60. 60. 60. 60. 60. What's number 7? 60. Number 8. 60. Number 9. 60. Oh. Bending over, this is quite hard to bend over. Alright, we've got 10 now. 60. Oh. 11. 60. 12. 16. 13. 16, 14, And now we're going to go on to the final torque settings of 90 foot-pounds. Alright, which is quite a bit. So we're going to see if we're going to pull or if we're going to push to hit these. Not too sure yet which ones we're going to go with. Might do a push. 90 consistently. Yeah, that's good. We're going to leave it to settle as well and we'll go back to it afterwards. Just get that going. 90. Woo. Oh, the shoulder and tricep burn off that. Oh. Did arm shift that as well. Oh. Good. Oh my god. Oh, the burn. Woo. Let's go. 90. Right, we'll let them all sit for half an hour. Let them sit for half an hour. We'll go back to them. Good job. Take the gearbox back off, just taking out the top two bolts. I do need to disconnect the shifter on top, which should be quite easy to be fair. That should be quite easy, yes. Just get in there a second. Leave the gear shifter on, pull this out, pull that back again, don't know what that was. Pull that shifter off. Come on, off you come. It's alright, put that there for a minute. Pull this off. Once it connects onto there, let's just pull off. Lovely. Put that probably down here. Out of the way. It goes. Come on, move out of the way. Oh, old plastic, go away. And I'll just pop that off. Okay, just pop that off, popping that off there, get it out. Let's go. Popped off, and off that should come. Let's put that somewhere safe. Maybe here, is it going to get messed up there? That's fine. I might just drop it down with the mount on it, I think. Let's go. Unbolt the mount and then take the bottom, take the other two bolts off, I think. Gearbox is off, that was right pain. That, I need to change the clutch fork on because that is not doing what I want it to do. Okay, sort of fucking degreaser, need to clean that out as well. Raise the car up a little bit on these, get the gearbox out, put it out, let's go. Need to raise up on these, put it out. That was a pain in the arse, oh well. Second time, eh? Let's go. It's not bad. I might need to just space out this a little bit on here. But yeah, I mean, that now, as you can see, has got, still hitting there, but it's actually got some travel on it, look. It's not at the end of, it's not pressing up like the old one was. But I still don't think, let's take a little bit out of here, I still don't think that is as far back as it can go. I think that can go back a little bit further, so I'm going to just trim a little bit out of here, I think. Let's go. I think the distance, the difference is the distance between that being slightly longer than that one, which would make sense. I'm going to thread lock this and put it in so it doesn't come out. I think we'll have that sorted. I need to clean the inside of that, get that sorted. Yeah, I think that'd be it then. We're going to test it. Let's go. Modify that by putting a little 1mm hole in there, and I can use this pin because I'm not too I'm not too happy about using the other clips. They're a bit shit. They're a bit crap, sorry, excuse my language. Really don't like them that much. So I just feel like they could just pop off, so I'm not going to use them. I'm not going to use these ones, I just don't trust them. No, I just don't trust them. What else I need to do on this? That's it. Oh, you just cut the gearbox now, let's go. With the big grinder, I am going to round the edges off so it don't crack or anything. Yeah, start with a big grinder and I'm going to go with a little grinder now, get in there, a little grinder. Hopefully that'll be alright. I haven't cut too much off, so the gator will still fit up there as well. Let's go. That made that just the tiniest bit longer. I've rounded the edges. That should be enough now. Okay, I think it needs just, I mean it is touching there now, but I think we could just go like a couple of mil more and I think that'd be perfect. File it, so I'm going to file it. That is maxed out and there's a gap there, so that is absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. That should be fine now. It's good, very, very good. It's not touching, look. Hitting both sides, it's not touching. Good stuff. Going to be exciting to get this on there. That's all I took off it, just that much there, look, it's nothing. I think it's because the flywheel's the wrong flywheel. I think it's a R154 which I've made to fit the W58, but you know, let's go. Oh, it's not, well, W58 clutch, but it's not a W58 gearbox. Let's go. Truck will not hold the 1.5 or 2mm drill bits, so I've just taped it around to fatten it up and tightened it really hard. So we're just going to go very, very gently, not push too hard, try and drill a hole in there. Let's go. Almost there on one side. There we go, done. Well, we just need to do the other side. Right, let's check it goes in, which it should. Let's check. Checking it fits through, which it does, which is fine. I'll do the other side. Okay, that's two sides done, let's slot it in. Right, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect, look at that. Really happy. It's going to work really well. Look at that. Modified fork, let's go. That's awesome, really happy with that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, let's go, let's get her on. What am I doing? Just get that one there somehow, push it on, should go on. I need two hands for this, I think. Need two hands for this, let me go. Okay, that seems to be working perfectly, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with that. It's all the way back and it's still not touching, which is perfect. It's good, 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 good. Let's go. Okay, I think we've got to get that on there now. I can always space this out as well. I'm not going to do it just yet, but I can space that out. But yeah, I think we're on there. I think we should go. I'm going to give this a little bit of clean up on the surface here. Get it on, let's go. So at the moment, I'm just trying to get this gearbox up onto my leg. You might not be able to see much. You just shift it forward a bit too. Oh, that fucking hurt. Oh, that hurt loads. Oh la la, that hurt. Bit slippy. Fucking knee now. Get this all underneath it. Fuck's sake. Okay, I think I'm almost there. Okay. Right. Okay, here we are. we go. Right. We get it sort of in a second, I'll get a bit more underneath it. Is it lined up or not? I'm not sure. Don't think we are lined up yet. Where's that one? Sometimes it'll go on. Sometimes it'll put up a fight. It's a bit of a pain. But that's it. That's on. That's on. Yeah, that's slid on. Now, thread some bolts in. Oh no, you don't. You slide it back out again, bastard. There. Pulled it in. Fine. Put one bolt in. Put 12 on there. Yes, I have. A few threads in. Oh Jesus. Get a few threads in on the 12. Oh come on. Oh my gosh, that was heavy. So I've got 2 bolts in the bell housing, and if you have a look, we've got some free play in there, look, which is brilliant. Didn't have that before. Just need to bolt it on properly, draw it all in properly. Still a little gap there, I think. Yeah, minor. Let's get it on. Get the rest of these bolts in down here too. Everything's all tightened up now, all the mounts all tightened, and if we look at the clutch fork, got a bit of play in there, which is good. So look, between that and that, that's perfect. We ain't gonna be riding the clutch housing all the time, clutch bearing. Perfect. That's got plenty of room to throw out as well. It's fantastic. I'm really happy with that. That's all tightened up. Everything's tightened. Let's go. Now we're gonna do. We're gonna re-torque the head bolts, the head studs now. Make sure they're all torqued up. To be fair, I could have probably done that on there, couldn't I? The earth. Maybe I'll do the earth to that one there, to the back of that. That's what I'll do. Let's go. Just remove the electronic speedo drive, which is the run in the right, as you can see, and it's near and identical to the mechanical one. So I'm just going to swap the mechanical one in. Let's go. There's it, and that is the mechanical speedo drive in. All right. A little tab in. That's it. That's in there. Now I just need to put the adapter in there. Let's get going. Let's have a look. Angled speedo drive. Let's angle it towards the front. We first need to work out where the slot is on this one. So the slot is facing sideways. So we're going to put that in facing sideways and the thing slotted in. Yep, that's fine. Now I'll get the. That should. I think that'll be right actually. I'd like to do it a little bit tighter, but I don't want it coming out. I think that'll be okay, and then I'll just angle the cable around that side. Where's the cable? Cable's here. Let's get the cable out. Come on. This cable not coming out. Cable over top of the gearbox. Hopefully it will reach. I hope it does. Top here somewhere. Oh, well, you look at that, that's going to reach. Let's have a look. Yep, loads of room. There you go, just about. Angle it specifically how I want it. And away we go. Good stuff. Pretty happy with that. Very happy. Got this gunk off of here. Might tighten that up a little bit, this one here, with a little bit of pliers or something, just a little nip up. There we go, that's all good, and that's all buttoned up there, and I've bent the clip over there so it reaches. It's all looking lovely. I'm very happy with that. Alright, let's go, we've got an angled speedo drive in. That's moving on that actually, it's not actually, it's moving the whole thing. It's a bit of a shame, but it's in there, it ain't coming out, which is fine, that's absolutely fine, I ain't going to twist around or anything. That's good, it's in there tight. Alright. Let's go. Let's go. About 3 hours. Literally like 5 of them had like moved, settled a bit, so I've retorqued them all back up to 90. Actually done 92, but hey ho. Yeah, so yeah, we're happy with that. Let's get them brackets on, and that'll be good for today, guys. I've got the gearbox on, everything. I'm really happy about how it's turned out. I was really happy with that. So yeah, like, share, subscribe, man. Let's get this on and show you the finished product. Let's go. I'm going to put that plate there first, push it up and get one of them in and bolt one into one side. Let's go. Really like this design turret I've done here with these extra braces. They're so thick and strong. It's a good idea. Block. Really good idea. Yeah. Anyway, I'm getting this buttoned up. Just going to get them all roughly nipped, and then I can nip these top ones here, and then once these are nipped, then we can fully tighten everything. Tighten that up as well. Jesus, watch my face. There we go, tighten these up now. Remember, we're going to aluminium now, so I'm not going into steel. That's in the gearbox, that thread. So you don't want to go too mad on it. I don't want to go too mad on it. Let's get these ones up. These ones are in steel, obviously, or cast iron rather. Thread's going to be a lot stronger. Let's try one nip up afterwards with a bigger one. Let's get these nipped up. Almost ready to go. So let's go. Good. Now this one up here. I'll show you in a second. Actually done quite a lot today. That's all on, all tightened up. That's absolutely solid. Looking lovely, this manual swap. I've got the... I'll do that another time, tighten that one up. Yeah, I mean, left that loose. I need to get... Oh, I was supposed to measure that one. Let's measure that. Measure that thread. We'll get a new... new thing for that. Yeah, so it's looking good, man, looking good. A lot of work, but got there. I think that's obviously that switch on the end of that gearbox there is for the reverse switch, reverse light. Alright, it's good. Alright, sump plug. 18mm. Yeah, it's basically 18mm, so it's probably going to be an 18 by, looks like 1.5. Might be a fine thread. Let's have a look. No, but it's probably going to be a fine thread, to be honest. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 threads. We'll measure it on here. Sorry. Measure 5 threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 threads is saying 7.3. Imagining that 7. I'm going to go with, for that, what have I just done with it now? Actually, there it is. Right, I'm going to go with 7.5 because 5 times 1.5, so 7.3, 7.4. I'm going to go with 7.5 because 5 times 1.5 is 7.5. So I'm assuming. No, that's no good, is it? Just knacker that fibre gasket anyway. So I'm assuming that this is M18 by 1.5, which I'll get a magnetic one for that. Alright, let's go. Okay, so this is the old oil filter I took off, and I thought I'd cut it open because I don't remember replacing it, but there was literally no oil coming out of the inside of it. As you can see, it's super clean on the inside, right? So I thought, it's very interesting, right? It's obviously dry for a long time, but look how gunked up it is. Old filter. Old filter, look how gunked up it is, nasty. So I'm glad I took it open. I'm glad I cut it open rather, to see that. It must be it's like so gunked up in here. It's not let anything through. Really strange. So yeah, very happy that I actually cut it open to have a look. We've got a new filter to go on. Let's go. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to run a new filter and some engine flush, just to flush it out before we actually fill up the nice oil. It's just a genuine Toyota filter, and hopefully that will just thread onto there, and there you go. There you go, that's fine. That'll do for now. That will do for now. Just to flush the system, and I've got a proper sized one to go on. It's good enough. Alright, let's go. The last thing I've done for today is I've just used a 2-knot method and put stud lock or thread lock on them. Just tighten them studs up into the water pump. Got nuts on there ready to go on. Probably do that tomorrow now. It's getting a bit late here, it's about 8 o'clock or so. Yeah, she's looking good. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and yeah, we're getting this thing turboed, so watch out. Thanks for watching. Check out my other builds. See you in the next one. Peace out. Last job for today now. Thought I'd just bolt the starter motor on, so that's on. Just to nip it up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Brush paint. Don't look too bad when it's going around. Look alright. Alright. So I've just got a couple of studs to put back in. On the intake side, this whole gasket goes on, and I'll put the intake manifold on after I put the what do you call it, thermostat housing on. So I'll get that done now. Just thread lock them up and 2-knot method them in. The studs are in. I'm just going to put a little bit of Hylamar on the outside and the inside of that bit for the thermostat housing, and then we're going to put that on. Let's go. Bolt this baby on there. Let's go. Just nice and clean, as you can see. Very nice and clean. Give it a little blowout, and that goes like that. Oh, we need to put a bolt in, don't I? Silly me. Let's put bolts in. Oh, that's nipped up. Let's get this on. That should just slide on. Down there. Line up with the holes. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If that butts up tight. I should use 2 gaskets on that or not, I don't know. Seems alright, to be fair. Let's go. Put the bolts in. It's looking nice, isn't it? Looking very, very nice. I've got new injectors to go in as well. I need to clean them. That'll be the next job, actually. I'm going to show you my fancy new injector cleaning tool. Intake manifold bolts here. Just copper grease the end up. Let's just start putting them in. Already just nipped one in. So look, should go in. snip them in. Just get a bit on the end there and just wipe it around so it gets all the way around nicely. Okay, let's get that one in. Button in nicely. It's going in very nice, that is. If this one's in straight, it should be. It should be in straight. Yeah, it's going in, look. It's going in. It's afraid maybe a little bit dirty, but that's fine. Got to get the bottom ones in there. Mark that up, so that will go over there like that. I'll cut that out. Let's go. Pretty nicely. I have to stick it down and take the cover off soon. Let's go. Right guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for making it to the end of this long video. I did compile quite a few days of video into one for you to watch, and yeah, it was a considerable amount of time. I've condensed it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Please do like and share it, and most importantly subscribe to my channel, and I endeavour to do my best for you and make it entertaining and in-depth. So yes, please check out my builds. I have some really cool builds going on, and also some really crazy builds planned, like something you've never seen before online or on YouTube, so please check it out guys. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.